Wait. Okay. Oh, dude, bro, I didn't have my mic in. All right. Back in. We're back in, baby. I told you we were going back in. We're going into Final Fantasy again. Told you we were coming back to Final Fantasy. It was a must. It was a must. Gotta hear this. I gotta hear this part right here. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, hold up. I gotta make sure it's the correct thing. Final Fantasy? Nope, it doesn't show it. So let me go ahead and here it is. And bam. And I click save. All right. Okay, we're good. Alright. Alright, search for the adventurous thing. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Oh, he is. Damn. Hermie, so you're right. Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Nietzsche. Both you and, yeah, called an intriguing name. Somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. Of course. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but that doesn't mean you can't fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I had forgotten all about its fellows. Huh? What's going on? Truly, what a relief. I must thank Excel and Hydalis when I return to them, but first, with the distraction out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Everest, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. often keep the others waiting. Let us return to Argolis. Wait, hold on, give me a second. All right. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Ibermis are safe and well. I will presently send them back to their space if we go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you'll see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creatures slip away again. Okay. I made sure I tuned to that. Okay.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
There are important things I have to say to him as well. There are reasons I cannot say freely. Fuck.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to his attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death, and others are sad. I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. Don't worry, I'm fine now. So why did you come here? Want to learn about Opus and Hermes? Oh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. It will be. Where to start? Yes. Let's talk to Merman. He should be near the Aetherite. I'm not good at explaining, but Merman is, so I'll have him explain instead. What we have here. So you look like a person. You have ears and tail of a beast. I assume you are a familiar like Gideon. Is there something you need? Yes, sir. Could you teach him about Opus? I newly arrived familiar as you. Well, I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to him. As you know, it's mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world. It would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist, testing which is conducted here in Opus. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habits might be suitable, and speculates as to the effects they have on the environments and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you two were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters well and be good, do you hear? Be well, be well, be well. Thanks for your lesson. You had a turn, now I get a turn. Where did you come from? There's such a place, I have no idea. If this place is important to you, I can feel it. Oh my power, I haven't told you about it. A creation. You find your creation not one not being watched, then I'll explain my power. Oh, this creation is perfect. I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new. Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. Can't read it, or maybe there's nothing to read. Wait, please wait. I'll try again with you this time. This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather you are converting my emotions into words and intentions, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allowed me to interact with intelligent beings, even should they communicate via unknown languages or other non-verbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to decline. Hey yo, hold on, she like me? What's going on? Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect of your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? I'm gonna just say playing. I'm gonna just say that. Playing? I'm not sure what that means. Harry says let's play, but then he goes for a walk or looks at creations. It's fun, but no different from work. Bird looks weird, bro. I think he might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Emeth next. She usually in a small building, one in the west row. Bum 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 ba-dum, bum bum ba-bum bum ba-bum ba-dum, bum 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 bum. Well, if it isn't Medion, I see you brought a friend today. Greetings. I'm an apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share with her. Oh, candled apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat until you weren't made to do so. Well, I like it too. It may seem that way, but due to your ability to share other feelings, you have taken Hermes' likes for your own good. For your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. Sorry, I wanted to show you my favorite thing, then I could ask about yours, but I thought, oh, that's what you like? Yes. Yes, I can feel it, your joy and happiness. It makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing with me. We've talked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes have finished talking. Oh, walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Medion good. They wanted to learn about. Oh well. Okay. Slayer wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him. But this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. I do appreciate you keeping Meltalon company. Melion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Mixel and Hydalis will accompany as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convention. We simply chanced to meet him at the Poppy Land. There's no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind to see the joy his presence brings Melian. I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intents. So it's kind of really, truly, he taught me as much as I taught him. We're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots. Alright, let me go ahead and get that. Pop that open. What's that? I have no idea, but let's just go ahead and discard that. Because what's a housing item? Good thing I'm like not gonna get a house, because apparently houses are like hella hard to get. And like, yeah. Oh, there's some shit I gotta delete, dog. No, of course, I didn't mean to do that. I keep going to split. If anyone's already there is a few creations I would like to check on, but first we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward. Okay, when you step outside a hub, for there may be unruly creatures about. Like, there's just so many crazy shit happening. Like, we're going back in time. We're going back in time. We're fucking going to the moon. Like, what else? What the hell was that? Was that a mount? What was that? This here is new species of Pelion we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it upon the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneous born of magic and natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it resembles flora and fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it considers a arcane entity. So you see, it's not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation and is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Assuming they're gonna be, yeah, they're up. I think. Yep. Oh, shit. Ah, yes, lightning perma. Just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isles airborne and maintains the climate fertile. In the course of its operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, that element is lightning, which draws the perma here to replenish the ether. It appears Miriam is busy. Would you care to assist me in her steed and feed the perma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness the ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A voracious feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. Okay. Perfectly done. Shall they gather feed? How they express themselves through their actions despite the lack of words? Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor a silence indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the Perla, or an ethereal, ethereal life form such as the pure, dude, these words, all seek to perpetuate the existence to survive. A good question. I can answer from the theory. I'm going to say theory standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the bureau of the architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hylas, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that's all I need to know. Oh, you're finished already? I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. Not to worry, they miss nothing of wise. And we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next we will head east to the morning dew. I need to speak with some observers there.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
But I didn't even give him a voice line. That's crazy. Oh, it's one of those same flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis.
But if the ether was gone, then that will be then Dynamis will take over. Is that the reason why everybody is like turning back, like the lack of like emotion? Like if you turn into despair, like if you have despair, you turn into like those beings because there's lack of ether, and Dynamis is what's basically being fed into you. Is that what it is? Bro, I swear if that's the reason why people are turning because of like this, like despair is like cutting off the ether supply.
'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me. So... are we the same? Entelecchies.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it, even if we knew. What irks me to discover that is an entirely different form of energy and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there's none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial. He would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still cannot understand his invitation. Oh, you wish to know why Michelle was chosen for the convention? I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... not another word. That she forgot weird to learn about Hermes. Not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the embryos to my satisfaction. All well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long. It won't be long ere it is released into the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. That Chiabilis, That is what we're attempting to reach. Oh my god, this song. Damn. In trouble. This far? Sheesh. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Iris is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach it to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Love it. Hey, I have that same mount.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
I got the exact same mount.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-Selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end, but much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine hereon. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
I wonder if we're ever gonna tell him, like, hey, like, we're from like a different time period. I wonder if we're ever gonna tell him. Oh, wait. Reggie from its revere, it makes self notices you and begins to descend with the chop. I still don't know how to say that. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Cherubis has learned to fly. I'm gonna just call that Cherubis. Slayer and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Cherubis flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with screwed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Cherubis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you to continue observing them, if this is what you want. If I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief, as you wish. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let's return to Argonus for now. Alright, we're gonna head back to the hood. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Alright, what? I want to apologize for forcing me to help you, dude. Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expandious way to have done with an intermediate. Dude, calm down with the big words, bro. Calm down. To do our business. Jesus. Tell me, Slay, in the course of watching me, have you learned not of value? Nothing so far. I'm hoping that will change. Dynamis seems promising. Not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. Dynamis. Dynamis is so curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be interested to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lycon, I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby Okayapis. Sorry, yo. Ooh, step. Whoa. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I just fed them myself, and the Okapis were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lycons that is to blame. Their innate viciousness. Temperate aside, it is outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. But all wow, dude. Why am I stumbling over? Hold on, I might need to drink something. Hold on. Cause I'm stumbling all over my words. Alright. Though it may not be suitable for release, I have no doubt that the Baru will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all at once. Revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait. If this is part of his work, then I should observe. We follow. Dude, that theme will never get old. I felt for some, dude, I don't know why. I just love that theme. Alright, where are we going? Oh, okay, over here. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. It's a little bit up over here. But it seems like we're about to fight something because, man, it's literally killing things. I didn't mean to click on you. It's heavy. Whoa, whoa, alright. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. The lactations and burns are unmistakable. A Lycon was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. McShelly and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lycon didn't escape. My thanks. Let us meet the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with slow. Come, it's down this path over the bridge. Oh, we're heading into a new hub. Now hold on, I'm trying to see where the hell is Heidelin? I saw her in the freaking where she was messing with the flowers and shit. Like, what the hell is Heidelin doing here? Jesus, that's just a straight drop. Imagine I'm like, oh shit, I could jump. I thought, yo, oh my god, dude, my heart dropped. I didn't know that you could, like, it has like a wall there, but I thought you could literally jump off that shit. Oh my god. Alright, hold on, medium. Let me go ahead and get this Aether Current. Let me get that, chief. There we go. Alright. There it is. The 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Duros. Let's look for Duros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him too. Ah, she's accompanying. If I find him though, going to definitely attune to this. I doubt this is him. Let's get back and report today's results. I should finally be able to put that report to a bed. Not Doris. His long is wait, that's not his dong, bro. What the fuck? His hair is long, but the color is wrong. Doros, that's Doros. Well, now, if it is a medium, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lycons, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the field in restraints, frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kirkis. Once I submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. As he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with as you will. You've heard the news that Lycons slaughtered Okipes. As the observer in charge, you are the opinion that they are not fit to be released. I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. The matter is not that they are released. Lycons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the species observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when they used Carlos to begin with fresh slate, the behavior was unchanged. Carlos. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous depending on the intensity of the etheric omniscience. Taria may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Oversight. I do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come on, Chief. It's not. Let's not be. Oh shit! I accidentally touched the touchpad. I know that discretion concerns you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of more of a prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied with the aid of curls, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. This all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine process. I understand these things. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to our creation, it is all Lycans have done. Before we seal their fate, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. It would be possible for us to attend the discussion that Imexel may better carry out his duties. By all means. They shut him to the meeting soon. To man, other beings are just things to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes once told. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time. Alien, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting, I'll stay with Slayer. lost though I am to oppose, may I leave Miriam to your care again? I'm in your debt, if you excuse me. Can you help me with something? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most all the creations in Olympus. Whew! Most creations are expected to be interesting or beautiful or strong, better in some way. The flowers are different. They desire to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here at the 12 Wonders. Okay, let's see, a tree and a blossom. Let's go ahead and grab that. Bigger than your hands, adore the tree. So big and bright, I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the receipt. That's what Hermes said. I'm just step all over your flower. I'm just step all over your flowers. A tall, slender tree rises above you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. Now, flowers, if there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Okay. What we got here? An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed. Their mix of colors, colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're neither under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine though. Let's keep moving. I'm gonna just jump all over it. Set on a tall, thin stalk. The oddly shaped flower is memorizing in its delusions. Oh, a koan, a flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Slayer. At spotting flowers, we'll find something soon. Okay, Jesus. There's like thousands of flowers. Just pick one. Fuck. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, common looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah, over there, something big, huge. Bro, this is gonna make me fight that. A terrible stench remnants from the sodden old brutes pervade the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the mobile-like creature before you. It's an Avidus. Adonis? The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes expected it, it swallowed him whole. It swallowed him up. He did not leave his room for days. What do you think, Slayer? Would he like it? It swallowed him. How did he get out of it? It's probably not good sort of memory. So Not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. Sorry, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that. I promise. Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna have to like be in front of that. I'm gonna have to fight that too. If it doesn't move forward. Lush, green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. There's nothing. The shiny thing over there, what could it be? Jesus, making me walk everywhere! What's going on here? Okay. Wait, it's the same flowers. It's the same ones. All Elpis flowers, they're here too. It's the same one that Hyland was planning with. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're intros. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. It's only for Hermes though. For others, they're always bright. They're white and bright. Truly, the flower was dark in your home? Then do you have it too, a dark emotion? I've known the pain of sorrow. I see. Hamis has known the same, the feeling that a part of you is gone, and again, but no one notices. Please, sir, won't you let me hand your pain and sorrow? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone. The others are sad too. Surely you'll do that? Thank you. It means more to me than I can. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go and fetch him. Okay. Why couldn't we just pick up the flower? Like, we've already been able to... We could already pick up the flower as it is. Why couldn't we just do that there? I don't see the point into why we couldn't just do that. It seems that they're still talking. Let's wait until they're finished. Alright? Yeah, what's going on, Toxic? Welcome back, G.
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company.
Of course.
Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to go show him the flowers.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Oh, snap, you got me hosted? Hey, I appreciate you. I don't know why it didn't... That's weird. It didn't give me... It didn't give me no note. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, it didn't give me a notey. Hey, you did. But hey, I appreciate you though. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Mad weird. I don't get it.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Mission has shared much with you.
Oh, he finally takes off his mask.
May we talk a moment?
Not a problem, bro. Always here to help out. Hey, I got you the same way. After the thing, I have to follow you back as well. I even forgot to do that. I'm fucking stupid.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star.
Boom, got you.
That we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear.
That's a beautiful ass
And
cat.
it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one.
All good, mate. Have a good stream. I'll lurk. I'm so drunk. He got a little bit too much of that, bro. He got a little bit too much of them beers, bro. Hey, I appreciate the lurk though, but hey, take it easy, man. If you need to, hey, go lay down, bro. If you need to, just go lay down. I understand.
So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you.
Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration?
Man's letting it
And
all
I
out.
wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Alpes, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort. so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden. You are a strange one. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteion and her sisters. Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life.
I wonder. Okay, so this is all happening in the past. We went back to the past and everything. I wonder if we go back into the future at some, or like we go back into like the present, we find her. Because I mean, it feels like he's setting up to the point where it's like he's like he's already sent like her sisters into like different worlds searching for life to see like, you know, the meaning of life. So what if by the time that like we end up leaving the past to go back to the present, if she is still alive in the present and we eventually end up seeing her, or she ends up saving the earth from the final days. I'm just doing speculations, but like it seems like it's setting up to that. It seems like it's setting up to the where he's gonna send her off to go into like the search, and in the present we're going to find her, because this is all happening in the past. All this shit, it's in the past.
As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
What the hell? What was that? Wonder if something was calling out to her. Something was calling out to her. Heidelin, don't you fucking be there. We still don't know where the fuck Heidelin is. We know Heidelin is in the past. We seen her. When we literally got here, we seen her. All too brief interlude, perhaps, but it is time that I attend to my next task. As myself and Hylas are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lurians. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmated. Daros has followed the correct protocols, and as Chief Overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Like Ones would distribute the natural order and ravaging and consuming other species until they find themselves starved and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Opus. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose. Hazardous life form. Hydalis has Hylas has pledged support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Baru decides, the existing like ones have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then let us have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We return to the main island. Okay. Since this is the past, I wonder, will we ever do, like, are we ever going to do a dungeon here? Like, there's no dungeon indicators or nothing like that, but I wonder, like, will we ever do, I don't think so. I highly doubt that there's going to be some form of dungeon, because, I mean, it's in the past. Like, what purpose would we have to do for a dungeon? But at the same time, I could kind of see him doing it for, like, gameplay purposes to, like, make you feel more, like, not engaged, but, like, it doesn't get too stale. I mean, me, I'm not even, like, it's not even stale to me. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the story. I will keep saying it. It's right now, it's rivaling the fuck out of Shadowbringers. Something has to be spectacular in order for me to say, yep, this is better than Shadowbringers. Because Shadowbringers has always, like, Shadowbringers is literally the best expansion. Better than Stormblood, better than Heavensward, better than a Realm Reborn. Doros, oh shit, hold up. Doros, are you hurt? What happened, dear? They caught me off guard. I had to brood with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last one is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Slayer handle that one, the pair in the sky, you can leave to me. Okay. If this is how it must end, then so be it. Alright, it's time to go slay some shit. I will render assistance to myself, unneeded though it is. Melon, you are to stay here with Doros. For Hermes, the Lycans must be reverted. I would spare you their plan and mine. This is my burden, not yours. If you're intended on helping me, then please follow my lead. Alright, well, let me go ahead and equip better gear, because it seems like I'm about to get into a fight. What in the fuck a buck of top of gear is this? I mean, like, not the gear, but like, what in the world? Let me put on, I'm putting on all my glamour. That shit, the glitter, bro, I can't even say nothing because the gear looks so weird, bro. I mean, it looks alright, it looks pretty, hold on, let me take a look here. I mean, it looks alright, it looks pretty cool, I ain't gonna front, like, it looks pretty alright. It looks alright. It looks alright. It looks, oh shit, bro, I don't know. It looks good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it on. Fuck it. It looks good. It's just, I don't know. I just prefer my other glamour. Appreciate your help in the limit that is necessary. There it is, I query. Within striking distance at present, it feels threatened. It may flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You approach slowly in full view and draw the Lycan's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fierce as its temperate. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and then will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Another one? Okay, never mind. Am I supposed wait? Stand in front of the Lycan and keep its attention.
Now.
Oh, down.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace.
Damn. R.I.P.
Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten. In concept endure. To reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm changing back to my own thing. I've been looking at my I've been looking at my thing, and yeah, I don't know about this gear, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This gear ain't it. This gear ain't it. I mean, like, the gear is good. Like, the gear is good. It's just like the visual representation. Yeah, no, I need to put on my other gear. I need to put on the glamour on it. The incident is resolved, and life in the Olympus continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague saves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torments? I wonder, are we gonna get more? Okay, we're not. Right. So let's go ahead and put that on. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, that looks so cool. Dog, yo, dude, I'm so, bro. I don't know, man. Like, the gear, it looked, okay. See, that, the reason why it didn't make me look, like, the reason why I was, like, a little bit, like, thing was because of the hands. I thought, like, the hands was part of the gear, but no, this is the actual part of the gear. Like, this is, like, these hands are supposed to be a part of the gear. Like, hold on, let me see here. Do I have anything that's, like, relatively good to match, like... Put on try on. Now, if this was white, could I dye that white? See, if that was white, then bro, that would have so it would. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm going back to my original stuff. Sadly. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Put on these. There we go. That's the beauty, man, right there. That's the beauty, man. Alright. Where to now? If there is anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his proposal with the convention, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will be content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatic, then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you? Will you continue along with us? Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. If you will follow me, we will head back towards Argus. Now the question is, will we be able to travel back here at will? Because I mean, technically, this is all the way in the past. So like, will I be able to like logically teleport back here like at will? I mean, it wouldn't make sense because all this is in the past, but oh, it's weird. I really love the music in the area. From here, we follow the path northwards to northeast. They will find one of the nexus which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. Only need to use the device together. Once at Headwards, we will have leave to use it freely. So wait, hold up. We're going to like that other place, right? We're going up here. Say less. Now we can. I think this is where we'll be able to find where what the hell Heidelin's doing over here. I think Heidelin's up here, located right here. I'm pretty sure she's over here. Because as soon as I got here, literally the presence of me being here, she was like, "What the hell?" She looked back like, "Why does this shit feel familiar?" Like she was like, "Bro," she literally like, "What the hell?" Here we are. The Nexus will take us to Calabos, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we soon admire the view from above. Alright, so we're using the aetheryte up there? Yep. I would love to be able to use an Aetheryte. That'd be so cool.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arrhaeus. How delightful.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Oh, that's where she is. Heinlein. Wait, right? That's Heinlein. 100%. Yep, that has to be her. Yeah, it is her. Now, what the hell are you doing here?
That was too close. Are you unharmed?
Oh my God, bro, she's so beautiful.
Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
Vanar? No, wait, what the fuck? Why is it? Wait, hold on. Whoa. Whoa, how you gonna say Vanar and then, no, that's Heidelin. Even my character's like, bro, what? Like, Vanar, bitch, you're Heidelin. Like,
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
no wonder, bro, no wonder they say, like, I have, like, a soul of him. No wonder they keep saying, like...
Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number.
Damn, she called him an old bitch.
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are?
Something's up. Yeah, something's up.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
What the fuck? She just she just looks at me and like, hey, hold up, your ass is from the future. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the
I do
fuck?
not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you.
Oh my god, bro.
Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
Damn, bro, she like really knows.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
The echo.
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
The echo.
I see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
Yeah, we can't tell them. We literally can't tell them the events of what happens. We literally can't tell them.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Wait, did my character like just tell them regardless?
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
Okay. So, okay, wow. So he pretty much, my character just pretty much straight up just told him, alright?
How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
Well, pretty much saying that all y'all
Until
niggas
a
die
moment
except for
finally
you.
arrives,
You become a
we
you
cannot
become
know
a
for certain
primal,
what will come to
and
pass,
you talk to me all the time.
regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. So you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest.
But that's even weird because like Imix Selk is right there hearing all of this shit. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter because like it's the events, but like what if something does happen because you know in reality he becomes an Ascian, so in theory he will know about me coming back to the past and all that shit. So like what's the deal here?
Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
I mean, I had to regardless. Hey, what's going on, Barbie? Missed the chance to bug you the other day, so here I am. Oh my gosh. I mean, I appreciate you being here, but then you don't gotta come bug me, dang. Go with you.
As a representative
How
of the
you doing?
convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
No, you're an Ascian. If whatever I tell you, it's gonna be fucked. I mean, he does become like a really good guy, but like.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos. We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
But will I ever? I mean, would I ever tell her about Heidelin? Like, does she not know who Heidelin is? Like, I mean, that's her. Heidelin is her, but like, I don't understand. I don't understand because Heidelin is her. That is Heidelin in the future, but in the present, I mean, in the Heidelin is her in the present, but in the past, it's a different name. It's a different person. So what happened? What caused her to become a Heidelin? Because I mean, clearly she's the same person. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe they will explain it later, but like, my apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I would rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept, engraved crystal, and the quick-fingered Orioles which made off with it. And Orioles, you say, I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would of course lead us only to the Orioles. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystals. Please, even that would be enormous help. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest for just in case. Can I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land in the west. I think there's a small bridge leading to Olocrace. Whatever how you say that word. However you say that word. But like, hold on, but I could have sworn it went like that way. Like, why do I have to look this way? I really hope they explain like why Heidelin has a different name here compared to in the present, because I mean, in theory, like, not in theory, but like, she is in the present a primal. Like, she is a primal. Like, it's like there's nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, she's a primal in the present. Zodiac is a primal. Heidelin is a primal, but here she's like a normal human. So what happened? Oh, there's an aether current right there. I'm going to go get it before I interact with it. I need this, Chief. Give me. Now the thing is, nah, she can't. No, there's no way she could be able to do that. What the fuck, now? I was gonna say like maybe she could like, she'll probably Heidelin might take over like this version of her body, but like literally impossible because we're in the past. But I mean, I still have the blessing of light though, so like, how would that work in the past? Because Heidelin clearly won't be able to do that. She wouldn't be able to she wouldn't be able to give us more energy because I mean we're in the past. If that was the case, we would have to feed off of this version of Heidelin's, well, the previous past self of Heidelin. But she doesn't even like. I mean, she does know of the marking ability, but dude, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I would have to look, bro. After I get done with Endwalker, if they don't explain this shit, I would probably have to look up like an informational video to see like why this, like, if they don't tell us why she's not Heidelin yet, Like I would need to, definitely look at a video because our last searcher returns. I'm afraid that the Orioles no longer have the crystal, nor I was able to find it as I followed its way. I suppose you said any better. Crystal, well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tail without that missing concept nagging in my mind. Have you always had a knack for fighting things? I've often been asked to do so. Traveling and searching go hand in hand. You travel often then. It seems we have something in common. Long ago I held the seat of Azian. I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's... She's an adventurer? Heidelin was a... What is... Dude, okay, what the fuck is going on here now? Honestly, what the fuck is going on? Because now I'm confused. How are you gonna say... like, this is like a past person, like the past version of Heidelin, and yet she's an adventurer in this. Like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Like, what is going on? Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times has my presence been requested, my opinions sought concerning the inhabitants of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that... Oh shit. Whoa. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, would you agree? Dude, what the fuck? Like, she, like... Dog, I don't even know anymore. Like, I low-key just don't anymore. Thank you for your timely help. Now then, this time I returned this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodations, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Follow past straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Alright, let's go attune to these crystals over here. Let's see. Dude, I really need to know, Bun. I really need to know. Oh, I didn't mean. Yes, this will be far more comfortable than interrogating you on the side of the road. What the fuck? Look into my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Literally an adventurer, bro. That's crazy. Will she speak? Voice acting? Voice acting, please? Please. Please.
Ah.
Yes!
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Ah, let's sit back, sit back. It's gonna be choice. Do I have to like choose? Or is it gonna say up so? Oh, choice. Okay. Wow. Okay. In the future I came from, a calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. I mean, all of these, the world has been sundered, broken into shards. I mean, yeah, that's what's happened. A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. That's going on as well. All this is right, but I don't know what to like. What should I pursue? Mankind is being forced to flee the star. A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. I mean, should I just go straight up and just tell her that, like, mankind is being forced to flee the star? Yeah, let's just go to Final Days. Yeah.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Okay, I should have just fucking. I should have just been like the shit. The sundering happened. The sundering happened first. The sundering. The sundering happened. Then it was the end of days, and then yeah. Am I gonna tell him about the Asians? Oh, Heidelin. Okay, he talks about Heidelin. Will he talk about the Asians? Like, will he mention Imixelk? Ah, he is! He's gonna mention about Imixelk and Elidibus. He's mentioning them both. Let's see, hold up. What the fuck? I wonder how they're really gonna tell. Oh, he's mentioning about the palace too. And how everything's going to die because of Zodiac. There's Zodiac right there. Like even Image Silk is like, damn. This is all because of what we're doing right now.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Well, it's the truth, fam. Y'all, the things y'all are doing right now is causing that to happen. It's the truth.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin?
Oh, so she creates Heidelin. Oh, because Heidelin's a fucking prime. I'm an idiot. What am I talking? Oh my god. I forgot all much of that detail. Heidelin's a primal. She created Heidelin. Heidelin has like the resemblance of her. She sacrifices herself to become a Heidelin.
Circumstances change, of course. But it would not have been an easy decision regardless.
I'm such a fucking idiot. Come on, how did I not know that?
No. There must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain. But your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any, but we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me.
I think I do, sir.
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Ah, shit. Dynamis? I mean, I feel like Dynamis can't, because Dynamis is literally, it's like it's like a secondary form of ether. You can't feel it, you can't see it, you can't feel it because ether is what's the primary source of energy as such, or whatever is going on. It's the primary thing. But when there's a lack of ether, Dynamis substitutes that. And I'm assuming that back in the present, during the final days, they did say something about there was being a lack of ether being, there was a lack of ether in, like, there was a lack of ether that was in the form of the enemies that we killed. So it has to mean that Dynamis is literally like the evil form of like ether. So once there's no more ether, Dynamis consumes you and transforms you into like a different like beast. I feel like it's Dynamis. Hermes and Metreon maybe are like they are a key factor in this. Definitely Metreon. But I feel like it's just Dynamis. I feel like Dynamis is the main key factor in this. I feel like that is literally the main key factor.
Ah, yes. The energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteion? Yes. I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
The thing is, Emek Selk, man, Emek Selk in the end became like, in the end, like he understood. He understood us. He said to never forget. So we begin our investigations then. I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief oversight of Ilgris. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back to the tried and true method of conversing with locals. The observer who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Mavion, and I have a good idea of where we might begin. All right. I attuned to this, right? Okay, I did. Bum, 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 bum. See you, the woman standing in front of the yonder building? Her name is Izzy. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Opus, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite time. Chances are she can provide us with some insight. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Okay, you can ask some questions. Greetings, Ismeen. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I wonder if you might indulge him. Certainly. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What's Hermes' interest? His interest. Well, he is an authority on flying life forms and is an expansive knowledge of living creatures in general. Is that what you wish to know? I would describe him as a person, as a colleague. He's a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His resentment nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? I cannot rightly say, as chief personal creation, Matreon has not been subject to observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was simply there. What do you make of her abilities? I understand that she is highly unusual, familiar, able to read emotions, and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies, I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I had not occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you wish you knew him better? Do you trust him? I beg your pardon, I've known Chief Hermes for many years. Though I cannot say we are close, he has never withheld information to the divest of our duties, if that's what you mean. Forgive us, we seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Aetion? That would be Tilmos. He has similar exercise with flying concepts and is more eager than to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and insight. Think of it not. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. I think we've taken enough of Zene's time. Okay. My investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? But here I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries of the resident observers. If you could track down the colleagues, is mean pitching. So I felt compelled to take the reins of that previous conversation. Your fearless style of interrogation will eventually lead you to answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the steam. You can meet back here once you finish talking with Thomas. Okay? Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Right, I didn't take fall damage up there. Yes, I'm Telemos, but please keep your voice down, you'll startle the birds. Alright. So what is that you wish to speak about? Chief Hermes' work, a worthy subject indeed. Those belongs which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even though with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues undebated. What sets the chief's creations apart, however, is that they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless skies in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save who can conceive with such marvels. Even we who prize elegance from whoa. Even from who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. My opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meiteon as a concept, I've never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meiteon's concept to the Bureau of Architects, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the best. Of course, if you came to me, a fellow artistian, looking for advice, that would be entirely different story. Dynamis and Equilibrix. Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elfish which exhibited properties of one or of the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in the interest? And why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now I must really return to my observation. Sir, you have your own tasks to attend to. Dang, why you gotta be so rude, man? I should just push you in the river. Bum, 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 bum. Back already? That was quick work. You're obviously clever enough to head off on any of that rambling he's being mentioned. So, have you found any? I see even the expert in the field had little understanding of Meiteon's capabilities, let alone awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. I mean, colleagues view Meiteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Alright. Well, that's it for today, y'all. That is it for tonight. We got pretty far. We got to finally see my wife Hyden. I'm joking, but we finally got to see Hyden, which is fucking phenomenal. And shit got actually interesting. We actually told them why we're here, and what happened into the future, and MX Selk is literally like losing his mind. He's literally losing his mind about the whole process. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And we're going around finding some shit out and everything. Yeah, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. We're gonna continue this stream definitely tomorrow. We ain't gonna be playing no other. Not gonna be playing with zombies. No. We're going straight back to Final Fantasy. We going. Hey, this shit's getting juicy. I need more. So I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate all the lurkers. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.